Hey, I'm Mike Herrera with the band Tumbledown.
What's up?
I'm just hanging out in Canoga Park here.
Canoga Park.
Yeah, this is my corner right here. This is it.
That's a shopping cart.
Yeah.
All right, well, to get started, you guys have a really unique sound. How would you describe it to somebody who's never heard you before?
Well, you know, my main thing is it's so many things. It's all mashed up together, but I kind of came up with punk and western. Because it's definitely punk rock, but it's got sort of a country vibe to it. But alt country is too easy. It's too, I don't know. It's not really alt country because we are alternative, but typically alt country is slow music, sad songs, and we're kind of more just like a party band. Party music.
Party music. Yes. Okay. Well, your sophomore album was just released, and are you all already working on a new record, or are you focusing on touring?
Well, we're doing both. I'm always thinking ahead just a little bit, but Empty Bottle just came out not too long ago, late last year, 2010, and so this is only our second tour on the album, and so we got to do a few more. Definitely, we're probably going to be doing a new video. We have a video for Arrested El Paso Blues.
It's great.
True story, and then we're going to probably do a video for Great Big World, which is another just song that's just kind of upbeat, fun, and
party music.
Party music, yeah. It's just kind of about everywhere we go and hang out with everybody. That's what I love about Tumbledown is we are a young, small band. That's, you know, because of my past with Mxpx, we obviously have a little bit of an in with a lot of places, but for the most part, we're starting over. So it's fun for me to go to these shows and really see people one-on-one.
Well, I read that you've been writing country songs since the late 90s. Have you always been into country, or did you just randomly start writing?
No, I actually, when I was a kid, when I was into punk rock, like when I started listening to The Descendants, Black Flag, Suicidal Tendencies, stuff like that, if somebody asked me, do you like country music, I'd probably say I hate it. Yeah, I definitely hated it. But it was kind of like, once I got into punk rock, that's all I wanted to listen to, you know.
Was it country?
And then, no, punk rock, yeah. And then, yeah. So, of course, as I grew and as I just started writing more songs and doing that whole deal, my musical taste changed.
Right. Sorry, that was distracting.
It is, isn't it? It's like, how professional can we be here?
Not very. It's okay. Not known for being very professional.
We actually paid, those are extras, we pay them to walk by, so it's a real vibe, like it's a real world situation here.
Because Canoga Park really has 4 people in it, and you can see us all right here. Just kidding. Okay, sorry, well, I've lost track of that.
That's okay.
So we're moving along. If you were to be elected president, what would be the first policy you'd pass, no matter how ridiculous?
That's a good question. I think I've answered this before.
Oh, no.
Not exactly, but basically, like if you could, you know, well,
I'll give you an example.
okay, good.
I personally would outlaw subwoofers in neighborhoods because they annoy the shit out of me. That would be my law.
Really focusing on the important issues.
You know what? That is my important issue.
Yeah.
You've got a pretty great life, I think. Subwoofers are the worst part.
I would say that you know, there should be some sort of, I don't know, law or if I say this, everybody will hate me. I'm not gonna say it.
What?
I changed my answer in my head. It went through my head, and I go, no, that's probably not a good.
You're supposed to speak and then think.
Yeah, I know. That's gotten me into trouble in the past.
Okay.
But I would say I definitely would want businesses to be penalized for, you know, American businesses be penalized for taking jobs offshore. I know that that's their right to do that because it's a free country, but at the same time, it feels like the whole reason there's so many people struggling with jobs is because there are no jobs,
right.
Because there's no industry in the U.S. and really our trade and labor laws are screwed up. I would probably focus on that. It's a big issue, and the tax issue goes along with it. The whole, should businesses be getting out of all these tax loopholes?
So labor laws, then subwoofers.
Then subwoofers, yes, we'll do subwoofers.
Okay. Well, are you all playing South by Southwest this year?
Maybe. We've done it
Is
every
like you can't
year
release
for
it, or you don't know?
No, I mean, I haven't decided because I'm
Okay.
actually going to be in Australia, like right when it's starting. I'm going to be coming back from Australia, and kind of on the fence whether or not I want to go through another full week of partying after being, overseas.
Partying at South by Southwest? Are you crazy? It's sarcasm, everybody.
And traffic. There's no traffic at South by Southwest.
Okay, well, speaking of Australia, so you guys are going after this, right?
Yes.
Is that the first time that you guys have toured internationally as a band?
Well,
As this band?
this band actually, we've toured Mexico.
Oh, yes, I have.
We've toured in this, Jack and I just went over for a promo tour in Japan.
Okay.
And then actually, I'm not doing a Tumbledown tour in Australia. I'm doing an Mxpx tour. So I'm in 2 bands. And then I do solo shows, so I'm kind of in 3 musical acts.
3 bands.
And I'm sure there's a 4th on the way.
We'll see. Okay, well, when you all first started playing shows as Tumbledown, do you feel like you had a good reaction, or were people kind of like surprised, do you think, at your sound? I mean, because of where you came from?
We had some good reactions. We had some, whatever, I don't like country music, even though it's not country music. It's rock and roll, it's punk rock, it's Americana, it's got roots. But definitely as we, played more and more and got better, got tighter, I felt like more and more people are coming out to see us. Everything's sort of falling into place in a cool way. But we've always had there's been 2 people a night that are just absolutely out of control, huge fans. They love Tumbledown. They might not even know who Mxpx is. And as we get more and more of those people, it's really, the crowd's getting more hardcore.
Cool, I think it'll be good tonight. Canoga Park loves Tumbledown.
Lots of
I've heard.
Small children.
Yes, I did see some babies. Alright, well, who do you think would win in a fight between Gigi Allen and Glenn Danzig?
Well, that's a good question.
No poop involved.
No. Probably, Glenn Danzig would probably get punched and he'd fall down.
Yes.
That's probably.
He'd fall all 5'4" to the ground.
He talks a big game, but I don't think he's a very tough guy.
So you think Gigi all the way?
I think it's Gigi. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see if he comes back from the dead.
Yeah, I am a big fan of Misfits.
Okay. Well, interesting. I've always wondered about that. Okay. Well, Oliver Peck did some of your all's artwork. And do you get tattooed by him, or does anybody get tattooed?
Yeah, we all do actually. The whole band does. And the artwork on our first album, he did the cover for it. We actually all have that sugar skull tattoo somewhere on our bodies.
We'll see that later. All right. Well, speaking of the whole Mexico thing, you guys were recently robbed in Mexico.
Yes, we were.
What the fuck happened?
All right, long story short, let's do this.
Okay.
We started the tour in Tijuana. Everything was fine. We went to Mexicali, which is Calexico, Mexicali, about 2.5 hours east. We got to the gig, parked in back, went in, started doing setting up for the show, because we were on, going on at about 11 p.m. or so. And
what's up, dude?
What's up, man?
Looking forward to seeing you
Thank
guys.
you.
Oh, I knew it.
And
we hired him. He just made $10. But okay, so you're playing a show. And
so we were about to go on stage, and our van got broken into. Our drummer Harley went out to get a charger for his phone. Noticed somebody smashed the van. Comes back in. We're scrambling around. Everybody's running around looking for him outside, looking for whoever did it. Couldn't find it. They took my bag. They took Harley's bag. They took my camera bag. The main things they got were, all our show money from Mexico. They got our passports, a couple of our passports.
Now you're on the hunt.
And they got a bunch of my personal stuff, like my song writing book, my journal with all these tour memories and stuff. So those 2 things are the worst. And then some Pro Tools stuff and some lenses and my camera, my video camera, which is a bummer.
Sure.
But so moving on, we were freaked out. We had to go on stage in Mexicali and play a show for these people after getting that window smashed and so we ended up. This was Friday night, and then so the whole weekend we couldn't go to the consulate because it's closed. So we had to wait and make that happen on Monday morning. So Monday morning we got our, well, Saturday we got our window fixed for about $80 American, which was really cheap because we're in Mexicali.
Right.
So we were stoked about that. Tacos were also 5 pesos, which is about, what, 30 cents or something like that. I'm probably not right on the math, but for dramatic purposes, you know.
Yes.
And we got our brakes, well, we had to fix our brakes because we're going up and down all these hills, and our Mexican tour manager, Bernie, was like, hey guys, are your brakes okay? Because they're really bad, really squeaky, noisy.
So you got robbed, you almost died in the car.
And our brakes were going out. So we stopped at a parts place and just got brake pads and just changed them ourselves. Got some tools, had to buy some tools. We felt pretty good about ourselves. We were like, you know, we have to take some of our power back, you know, like, okay, they took our stuff, and we feel bad about that, so we're gonna, like, you know, get back in the world.
Well, I'm glad you survived.
Yeah. Tire, we had a blowout as well in Mexico. After we got our temporary passports, we drove all the way from Tijuana to Tucson and then down in Nogales, about 2.5 hours. I was driving, just cruising on these, like, dark highways, desert highways, and boom, there was no shoulder on the highway, so we had to literally park in the right lane of this 2-lane highway and change our tire. We almost died. Almost died. We, you know, there's semis going past, and we're like doing the flashlight thing to make sure that they see us, and this is the fastest we've ever changed a tire. So after that, we decided that Mexico did not like us and did not want us to stay. So we took off back to America. Well, America. Where the money's green and
where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Oh, that's
right. That's Paradise City. Yes.
True. All right. Well, I'm glad you're alive.
Yes,
and we're here to play the show. Well, not me to play, but I'll get on stage and just watch. All right. Well, that is all I have. It was really nice talking with you, and you can wave bye to the kids.
Hi, kids.